with the Mayor's Minute recap of our Monday, July 18th business meeting. We held a public hearing on Ordinance 2022-03, an ordinance of the Mayor and Council of Federalsburg to amend Section 245-114 of the Federalsburg Town Code to regulate the construction of townhouses. This corrected the code to match our adoption of the International Building Codes earlier in the year. We also held a public hearing on Ordinance 2022-05, an ordinance of the Mayor and Council of Federalsburg to amend Section 200-31 of the Federalsburg Town Code to provide a process for revising subdivision plats. This will make it easier for planning and zoning to have a path for requests for reviewing and revising subdivision plats. After the public hearings, with no public comment on these two ordinances, Mayor and Council voted to adopt both of them. Mayor and Council had a follow-up discussion on the water tank lights and memorandum of understanding between the Friends of the Water Tower, the Historical Society, and the town. A new memo of understanding has been drafted and will be sent to the Historical Society, as well as an invitation to come to our meeting in August to speak to their request for the town to take over the ownership of the lights on the water tower. Mayor and Council also reviewed and discussed pricing options for water tank care proposal from Southern Corrosion Corporation. Southern Corrosion Corporation has been providing on-call water tank maintenance for the town's two water tanks for some time without a formal agreement in place. Professional services are required for this function because of the high level of liability associated with the potable water system, the need to maintain the tanks according to technical and water processing industry standards, and the understanding of water chemistry required to properly maintain the tank's interiors. Once we get clarification on a yearly pricing escalation clause, we will enter into a multi-year service agreement to manage and care for these essential assets. This is a budgeted item, and we will be using the sale of our solar credits to pay for these services, since the money from the solar credits needs to be used on the water and sewer side of the house. Mayor and Council also discussed options for restructuring public works and utilities, the functions of staffing, and levels of service. After 26 years of service, our Public Works Director, Steve Diet, has resigned to take another position with another state agency. We would like to thank Steve for all of his years of service and wish him the best of luck in his new endeavor. Mayor and Council look forward to restructuring public works to better fit the organization's strategic goals. Mayor and Council also approved Professional Engineering Services Task Order 005 for the 2022 street paving project. The cost of the preliminary engineering project is $95,000. This preliminary engineering project is needed to move forward with putting the streets that we would like to pave out to bid. This will be paid for with ARPA funds. While on the topic of streets, Chief McDermott, Town Manager DeRee, and I had a meeting with the district supervisor and his team from the state highway on June 30th. There has always been a rumor that the town took ownership of all of the state highways that run through the town of Federalsburg, and that we were responsible for paving all of the state highway roads that run through town. At this meeting, we were given a copy of a memo/agreement that was made between the mayor and council and the State Highway Administration in May of 1990. In exchange for $1 and $200,000 worth of work on the East Central Avenue Bridge, the town took ownership of 4 sections of state highway. As you can see from the map, there are still sections of the roads that are owned and should be maintained by state highway, including sections that mayor and council took out a loan to pave back in 2014-2015. Roads in red are state roads. Roads in yellow were state-owned and transferred to the town in 1990, and roads in green are sections we would like to add to state inventory. There wasn't a sunset clause in the agreement, and we are in the process of working with our state Caroline County delegation and officials at State Highway to correct this agreement, have it reversed, and have our sections of the road that are state-owned on a list to have them paved. That would allow the town to have more funds to take care of our roads. Mayor and council discussed trash collection and contracted services. As you may be aware, the town contracted out our trash collection to free up public works staff for much needed other activities around town. It is no secret that trash collection with the new contractor has not gone as smoothly as we wanted, and we are working with the contractor to correct some of the kinks in the new process. We appreciate the patience of residents working with us to work through this new process, and we are truly thankful for our public works staff that have stepped up to take on trash collection and ensure the town stays trash free. Mayor and Council would like to welcome Principal Stephanie Brohan and Assistant Principal Brian Curtis to Federalsburg Elementary School. I had a meeting with them last week, and their energy is contagious. We look forward to a great community relationship with the new leadership at Federalsburg Elementary School and what they are going to bring to the school. In an effort to assist them with opening school, we are collecting school supplies at Town Hall, so please keep an eye out for our post about school supplies and donations for Federalsburg Elementary School. As a reminder, we are still taking artist submissions for our bicentennial sturgeon. If you are an artist and you are interested in showing off your talents, please see our Facebook page for submission information. Our first event is a sneak peek event for the bicentennial on October 15th at 7 p.m. at the Federalsburg Historical Society. Tickets are on sale now. They can be purchased at Town Hall or online through our event on Facebook. We are working on our t-shirts and hope to have them available for sale soon. That's it for our recap. Thank you and have a great summer.